Good morning. Welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So today, it's a work day. And I have Shotzi in the house, Sage in the one covered kennel, Strut and Ragnar in the garage kennel. Everybody's in their appropriate places. I had Shotzi in with Sage and she was trying to dig her way out. And I'm afraid she will dig a sprinkler line up, because I think there's one in the vicinity. So I'm going to have to remedy that with some pavers. She is determined not to be locked up anywhere. She cracks me up. And I threw my lunch together, honestly. I grabbed a can of tuna fish, dumped it in the bowl, threw a couple tablespoons of avocado mayonnaise, and I grabbed a can of diced jalapenos. I have a piece of cheese, some lettuce, and tomatoes. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I have to take the longer route because of the school. Okay, so my nose is running. Oh my gosh. I have 3 subscribers to go before I hit 100,000. For any of you that have already hit that marker, it's pretty exciting. It's a milestone. And I don't know, I think it's a time to celebrate. So I'm going to put together a giveaway, which I've already told you guys that, and I've got some of it, but I need some ideas of what else and how I want to do the giveaway. I really want to pay it forward somehow, so I think I'm going to put in a hat my, like I did with when I gave Heather, I gave her, I did a subscriber contest for her channel, and I put my top 10 favorite channels in a hat. And so I'm going to do that, and anyways, I'm going to do my top 10 newest favorite channels. So new to me, I think. Anyway, I'll figure it all out and I'll put all the rules together, and then we can lift up some other channels and get them going, give them a jump start, hopefully. And you guys are also good about going and helping other channels out. And actually, I have a few, so might have to do 3. Okay, and so what else is on the schedule today? Well, I got to put all my beauty supply stuff away. After work, I really want to go. Either I'm going to go to Winco or Sack and Save. No, not Sack and Save. Save Mart, which is also, it's a cash and carry kind of thing. It bugs me. I think I want to go and pick up some more black beans. I am totally out of black beans except for what's in the pantry, which goes really fast. Poof, and you've gone through a full canner load in no time. So I want to do some more black beans. I'm going to do a big canner load of black beans and maybe some northern beans, something. And then we have, I think then we'll have plenty of beans on the shelf for the next little while. I just got done watching Heather's vlog this morning on her canning session, and she did black beans and I think she was doing white northern beans, I'm not sure. Anyway, she did a great canning session, had lots of input on why she's doing what she's doing, and I kind of want to do that for you guys too. I get asked a lot of questions, like a lot of us that try to be prepared and that run our pantries the way we do with home canned products, and there's various reasons. I hate eating out of a tin can. That's, first off, I never grew up with that, and so it's a very foreign taste to me. I don't like it. I have, and I do have products that I still buy out of tin, but I really dislike it for the most part. It bothers me to eat need that. So I'd rather, if I can jar it up safely, I'd rather jar it up. She also talked about feeling a sense of urgency. And I quite often, Heather, get that sense of urgency to make sure my pantry is as full as it can possibly be because of the times we're living in. And if for whatever reason we had a power outage, I have propane. I do have a gas stove, so unless the gas was cut off, I do have propane and a Camp Chef, and I have 4 canners. If I had to, I could can 4 canner loads at a time, and I could get quite a bit of my freezer canned up. So I was talking about, why do I have all these extra canning jars? I think that's why. So if I had to can up whatever meat that we needed to, we could do it, because our freezer's primarily full of meat. I don't generally freeze fruits and vegetables, not very much of it anyway. It's only if I have excess in the garden that I haven't got time to can up yet, but the freezer's full. So we also could run our generator to keep our freezer going until I got everything canned up. So I don't know, maybe I do need some more jars. I don't think it's a bad thing to have too many jars. I actually should take some of those out to the shed and just keep rotation in the extended pantry room. But let me know how you guys feel about all that. Are you feeling that sense of, you know, I should really be prepared for whatever comes down the pike? But you know, we're living in a pretty dangerous world, and people don't like us. And we also, I mean, if we had a natural disaster, we live in earthquake country. I mean, we could be shut down for weeks if we had a major earthquake. And I just feel it's a good idea to have more than a couple of days in your little tiny pantry cabinet to be prepared. Water, you need, and I have to prepare for 4 dogs as well. So I've always got extra dog food. I always have on hand, rotating through immediately, 3 full bags, and that's enough for them for about 6 weeks. And then on top of that, I have plenty of canned products that are also delegated to them. I don't just, I wouldn't give them meat that I had seasoned with onions and barbecue, but definitely canned venison, canned chicken. They take advantage of that quite often, and with rice. So if it came down to it, they would be sharing our food storage as well. So I store plenty of rice, but I need to have more beans. And anyway, and I need another one of those Gamma Seal containers. Costco only has them like once a year, and then they go away. And I could order one online, I guess, but I want one delegated to rice. And I'd like to have one delegated to beans, open beans. But I've kind of got one in the garage that has beans in it. So that's my little start for the day. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all that, and I hope it answered some questions on why I do what I do. And I don't know, it's very rewarding though, I'll have to tell you. Canning is an addiction, so is dehydrating. Okay, and I think in celebration, and just because you guys, I can bring you more content, I have a dehydrator, and I'm going to get it down out of the attic. I think I'm going to sell it. Or I could gift that. I could gift a couple things of mine, but I want to move that one on. I've had 3 Nesgo dehydrators, and now I'm needing and wanting a Excalibur with the glass door that can live on my counter, and I can constantly be utilizing that and making sure that I'm not wasting any food. You know, if it's leftovers, it's not enough to can, or it's not something that you want to can, and you're getting to the point where, ooh, or it's something that you have in a can, like canned pineapple. I do can my own pineapple when I get a good deal on it, but it's like, you gotta snag it and you gotta be ready to do it. And I haven't had that opportunity, so I do buy canned pineapple. When it hits an expire date, I dehydrate it, and it's just like candy. It's so good. So there's a lot of things on my list that I want to dehydrate to have in my food rotation as well. So if you guys would like to come along and you think I should go ahead and pull the trigger on that Excalibur, let me know in the about section. Comment, leave me a comment. All right, I'll see you after I get off work. Okay guys, so I'm home from work and I'm super excited. I got goodies. I had to stop at Walmart. I needed bananas that were halfway ripe. They're over on the counter, that Michael can have one tomorrow on his cereal. And I did pick up the granola he likes. I'm gonna start making my own granola. I'm like, I can make it cheaper and better for him. So, some sour cream, and I needed toothpaste, so I got Radiant Optic White and some Zaycon, because I'm never without this. You know, I work with the public, so people come in and they're sick sometimes, so I keep my immune system in check. You know, once in a while I catch something, but not very often. Michael's sugar-free creamer, cilantro, some fresh cilantro, and I've got chickpeas I'm gonna can, 15 bean soup I'm gonna can, black beans, 4 pounds of black beans. I was gonna go and try to do a bulk run, but I'm gonna wait till I have enough time. Shotzi was in the house all day, so she wanted out, and now she's back in, because she loves being in here with her mommy, huh? Anyway, my pasture, range-free, on the pasture eggs, these are happy eggs, and 2 lids. These are for regular mouth. They haven't had any wide mouth replacement lids in Walmart. Thankfully, I have quite a few that I ordered from Bernardin. And I like those lids, as long, or not Bernardin, but Orchard Roads. I like them. You do have to soak them though. So I've said that a couple of times, but so remember that. And some starters for when I do Dutch oven cooking. These are great, or even to light the fireplace. These are lighter cubes, so I keep those on hand. And then, oh, I've got goodies. I ordered these. Now, one of our girls at work she's not a LuLaRoe consultant. She is a Jean Marie consultant. And look how pretty. Aren't these beautiful? I just love them. They're called Blush. And the difference between LuLaRoe and Jean Marie, they're every bit as soft and stretchy. I have another pair. My black ones with the pink butterflies and flowers on them are Jean Marie, and I love them. The waistband is different. But they seem to have plenty of length to them, and they're super stretchy. And they're sewn the same, you know, their seams and everything. They're not quite as expensive. So one size are only 17, and then they've got 2 larger sizes, plus they have 2 sizes of the children's, but the next size I believe is $18, and I'm not sure if the largest size, they're sized just like LuLaRoe. Anyways, I had to have this pattern, and and then I've got packages to send out, and I'm going to send Revitalash and Revita-Brow in one of them. I can't tell you or show you what this is. You'll have to wait and see. You know, I don't want that to puncture, so I'm going to stick it in between my stuff. So I've got 2 packages to send out tomorrow, and one of them, she doesn't need Revita-Brow, so I'm just going to give her the Revitalash as a gift. And here you go. I'm excited. So now I have to figure out what's for dinner. It's time to think about that. And I think we're going to have a pantry meal because either that or we're going to have leftover pork tenderloin. I almost thought about doing, maybe cutting it all up and making a pork fried rice because I've got broccoli and carrots and celery and onions and all that. So I might do that because that sounds really good. And I just have to cook up some rice. So, good way to use up your leftovers. So I'm going to get the stuff put away and I'll bring you back when I'm making dinner. Okay, so we're cooking. Oh my gosh. I've got my cast iron wok that I got from my neighbor. My next door neighbor, Lori. And Lori, if you're watching, I love this. I've wanted one of these for a long time and would not just spend the money for it because I felt like, you don't need it. But I love it. So I've got my cast iron wok heating up right now. I've already cooked off some, actually it's rather thin linguine. And after I rinsed it, because I cooked it al dente, I rinsed it and I used the last bit of my Stang stir fry oil, which if you've never used that, it's fantastic. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna need a couple utensils. I don't even know if I have the right ones, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. So I've got sesame oil, sesame seed oil, Chinese spice, hoisin sauce. I've got sunflower oil, which is a good high heat oil. And I'm gonna get that in here. Some soy sauce. I've got another seasoning packet over there. I've chopped up a bunch of vegetables. Let's go get them. Hold on. I'm not ready. Okay, so I've got my veggies up right here. The only thing I haven't chopped up yet is my garlic, because I want to throw that in last. So I've got that, and we had a portion of the bacon wrapped tenderloin, and because I didn't season the inside very much, it's perfect for this. So I cut that up into bite-sized pieces, and instead of doing a fried rice, because we have that a lot, I decided that this would be better to have kind of a lo mein or whatever, right? And Michael's on his way home. He said he'd like 100,000 subscriber dinner. And I said, well, then we need lobster or we need to go to sushi. Because that's what I consider. But thank you guys. We made it today, this morning. And you're going to see this the day after. But we made it to 100,000 subscribers. I am so over the moon and back. Thankful for each and every one of you. I cannot wait to put together my subscriber giveaway, and I've got a couple of ideas, but I really want this to be perfect for you guys, and so I'm not going to rush it, because sometimes I rush things and I don't want to rush it. I want you guys to be excited and happy. So I've got a bamboo paddle here. This is a pre-seasoned Lodge wok. I'll try to leave you a link in the about section, you know, below the video, because I've wanted one of these forever, and my neighbor surprised me with this for Christmas. And I don't open, if somebody gives me a gift before Christmas, I don't open it until Christmas, unless they ask me to. But I didn't open it. I had no idea what it was. I knew it was heavy, but it was in a giant bag, and so I just had Michael put it over by the tree. And again, it's just been one of my favorite things to cook in. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm almost thinking I want some scrambled eggs in here too. I might do that, but we've got the veggies and the meat and the pasta. What do you want? Okay, so I'm gonna get stir fried, and I'll bring you back when I'm a little better coordinated, because I don't know. Okay, so I've scrambled up 2 eggs, so we're good to go there. And now I want to put my broccoli and my celery and onions and carrots and peppers in here, because they're going to take a little bit of time. Woo. I love this wok. I've had other woks and it doesn't compare. So, and then this is the rest of that pork tenderloin. There's a little bit of bacon in there. And that's going in. And really, we just have to heat that through. I want these vegetables tender crisp. This makes a lot. So you look at all the veg and protein in here. Super. And then when we add the pasta, or you could do rice, you're just bumping up the volume. So you could feed a huge family with one big wok full. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of sesame oil. You don't need much, maybe a teaspoon, okay? I like a little Chinese spice. You don't want too much of that either, because either one of them can take over the dish. And then I love using this fried rice package mix. There's no MSG. I seriously can make up my own with everything else, but all you do is add that and some soy sauce and you're good to go. And I have that in my extended pantry, so why not? So I will, as soon as I add the noodles, I will go ahead and add that with the soy sauce, and we're ready to add the eggs back in once the noodles are heated through and ready to serve. So I'll show you what it looks like on the plate. Super easy. So here's the gifts I'm excited to send out tomorrow. And I just wanted to thank everybody for everything you guys have done for me, subscribing and supporting my channel. I appreciate it so very much.